I'm Dalton Caldwell, and I'm the founder and CEO of App.net. I've been really disappointed with the way that free Web 2.0 services have let me down. What's interesting about free services is they aren't actually free. It's just that instead of selling a product, you are the product, and they make money by selling you to advertisers. So an example of this is take a look at the recent Facebook IPO. Facebook disclosed that they're making about 80 cents per user per month. And if you think about it, most users just click around and are trying to have fun. They aren't really thinking about the fact that the entire purpose of Facebook is for them to extract that money out of users via advertising. And so they're coming out with new features, they're coming out with new ad targeting systems, they're acquiring ad targeting companies, all in the effort to dramatically increase the amount of revenue they make per user. And so what's funny is I know a lot of people that work at these companies, and by and large, the vast majority of the employees work on these advertising products. They're not thinking about what's best for the users, they're thinking about what's best for advertisers. This is really the cornerstone of the kinds of innovations that are happening at these companies. The former head of data at Facebook, Jeff Hammerbacher, said that the best minds of my generation are all spending their time trying to make people click on ads. So what's funny about me saying all this about the disappointment of Web 2.0 is I am personally a very big part of the disappointment of Web 2.0. And that's because I was the founder and CEO of a music site called iMeme. iMeme was incredibly popular. It had 25 million registered users. We had $70 million of venture capital in the company. It was the 75th most popular website on the internet, and people really cared about it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it financially sustainable, and quite frankly, we ended up letting everybody down. And there really isn't a day where I don't feel some amount of guilt or remorse for the users that I let down, for my employees, and just for the ecosystem in general. It's really something that continues to make me feel bad. 2 weeks ago, I wrote this blog post about what I wish Twitter could have been. And the reason I wrote the post is that I love Twitter. It's probably my favorite Web 2.0-like service. And I wrote the post to explain that I was disappointed that they followed the ad-supported path, because I think people really care about the service they built, and they had an opportunity and time to build a paid service that would be financially sustainable. However, they went down the ad-supported path, and as a natural conclusion of following this path, they've been systematically doing things that are not good for their users, that are not good for the developers, and again, I think things are going to get worse before they get better. I've been inspired to build exactly the service that I wanted manifested myself, and that service is called App.net, and this video is announcing this project. What it actually is a real-time feed and API, and rather than being a free and ad-supported service with no clear business model, we're actually going to be paid. And the reason I am so optimistic about a paid opportunity is that it aligns our incentives economically with users and developers. And let me explain that. If we're selling a service, our customers are our users, and our job is to make our users happy. If we have a free ad-supported service, our customers are advertisers, and our job is to make advertisers happy. And so I think a lot of the friction that we're seeing from these disappointing services are just a reflection that all the financial incentive has to do with pleasing advertisers and not the user base. The same goes with the developers. And based on the number of people that reacted to my blog post, I believe that other people agree with me. To set this project up right, I've enumerated some core values that I think App.net should and will follow. Number one, we will never be ad-supported. Our product is the service that we sell. It is not our users. Number two, the second core value is that our entire company will be aligned with making the most innovative, fun product we can. And we will spend literally zero time trying to build products that could appeal to advertisers because we don't have advertisers. And I think this will really create a different kind of innovation cycle as well as priority list for the things that we work on. The third core value I'd like to talk about is our commitment to developers. We are developers ourselves. My company has developed for the Twitter platform. We developed for the iOS platform, the Android platform, and the Facebook platform. So we are very attuned to these platform issues. And I think this directly aligns our needs with the needs of developers. And even though we explicitly acknowledge that someone may build some huge profitable business on top of our platform, we're making the promise that we'll never screw over good faith actors. So here we are with this great idea, but we have something called a cold start problem. And the cold start problem is that you don't know if anyone's actually going to show up. So to remedy this, we are launching a Kickstarter-like project. We're giving ourselves 30 days, and we're setting a funding goal of $500,000. This money is coming from potential users that are committing to support the existence of this service. $500,000 correlates to roughly 10,000 paying customers. And if this funding effort succeeds, the people that back us will be guaranteed there are at least 9,999 other users that believe the same things that they believe and they want to be a part of creating this community. And so I believe this Kickstarter-like approach will create the best incentive for the people that want to back us and they want to help us realize this vision. If for whatever reason the project does not succeed, that's fine. We won't take anybody's money. But if I'm really honest, seeing the amount of people that reacted to the post I made and knowing the number of people that are disappointed the way that we are let down again and again by these free services that we love, I'm actually very optimistic that this effort will succeed. The thing is, I need people's help. So if you're watching this and you want to support the existence of a paid service that is aligned with your interests, as opposed to the current ad-supported monoculture, please back our project, please give us feedback, and tell your friends. Because if enough people hear this message, I'm very confident this effort will succeed.